German roaches gone fast? In today's episode, that's what we're going to do. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, CraigHowToPest.com. If you've never been to this channel before, guys, and don't know what it's about, I'm going to tell you right now. This is where we highlight professional grade products, and then we show you DIYers how to use them. If that's something that's of interest to you guys, hit that subscribe button down below, and these videos come out multiple times a week. Also, guys, we are going to throw links up in the channel during the video, and you can direct order by punching on those links. Guys, it's YouTube shopping, and it couldn't be any easier. So if you see a product you like, just hit that button. But hey, without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Welcome back to Roach Academy and episode 2. Today we are talking about getting rid of those German roaches and the best way, in my opinion, to do that. So you've watched episode 1, hopefully, and you've identified the roach that you're dealing with, and it happens to be German. And now you need to know how to get rid of it. Craig, I identified it. I saw the 2 black lines on the head section up there. The pronotum is what it's called, but I've identified it, Craig, and now I just need you to tell me how to get rid of it. Well, let's do that. Let's get rid of those German roaches. Now, you understand German roaches, like I've told you before, are typically found around food. And German roaches are one of the smaller roaches that you're going to deal with. Typically, if you take a quarter, they're about half the size of that quarter or smaller, depending on what stage of life cycle they are in. So that's what you're looking for, that light tan color. You've identified with the lines, and now you want to kill these suckers because they are giving you, your family, nightmares. So I'm going to give you a couple products today, but we are talking baits. Baits, in my opinion, are the best way to deal with those German roaches. And if done right, you can use baits all by themselves and get your house roach free from them Germans out there. German roaches. Guys, here's a bait we're going to use today. Today we are going to use Vendetta Plus. But there are other baits out there. There's Max Force. There's another version of Vendetta, Vendetta 360 right here. And there's Advian Cockroach bait. These and many more are fantastic roach baits, but they have a purpose. The reason there's so many different baits out there, because if you've watched any of my other roach bait videos out there, you have to do what's called bait rotation. Guys, if you don't do bait rotation and you're a professional out there and you're constantly going back to that same account and using the same bait for those German roaches, well, they are going to build up an immunity to that bait you're putting out, a resistance. And that's why there are so many different baits. That's a perfect example of why there's Vendetta Plus and why there's Vendetta 360, why there's Vendetta Nitro, why there's Advian Cockroach gel bait. They're different matrix, they're different food attractants, and you have to rotate it because they affect the roach differently. Now, let me help you understand this a little bit. For you DIYers, a lot of this may not even come into play because you just need to get rid of those German roaches and you don't have them all the time. But you pros out there, listen to me. Bait rotation has to affect the roach, the German roach, differently. They cannot affect the nervous system. Vendetta Plus affects the nervous system. That's how it kills them. What it is, they consume that bait, it affects the sodium channels in the nervous system, it causes, they slow down, they stop feeding, paralysis, and then eventually death. It's a slow kill, but that's how it works. So you can't pick up another bait out there that affects them the same exact way. That's the resistance they're building up. They're not building up the resistance because one tastes like burritos and the other one tastes like hamburgers. It's not like that. It's how it kills that roach. So back to Vendetta Plus. How are you going to apply any of these baits like Vendetta Plus? And guys, this is YouTube shopping on these videos. We are going to have these products right here with a QR code. And if it's something that works for you, you can hit that QR code and it comes directly to your house. YouTube shopping, it cannot be any simpler. If there are other products out there that you're interested in that I'm not talking about, we have them at howtopest.com. We'll put the link right here and you can go into that search bar and punch in what you're looking for and it'll pop up. But back to Vendetta Plus. It comes in what they call a clamshell. Now you'll see this is a full one right here on the back. Has 4 of those in there. This typically has 4, but this pack was taken out of my truck. So you can see I use this stuff. So Vendetta Plus comes in that clamshell. When you open it up, it's gonna have 4 of those bad boys right there. And then it's gonna have the plunger. So you have the syringe and then you have the plunger, just like at the doctor's office, right? It looks like a little shot. And then you're gonna put this in the back and that's how you apply this. But when you get it, it has a cap right here that you're gonna twist counterclockwise and it just comes off and now it's exposed. And then you're gonna wanna take one of the 4 tips that comes in each package. It's gonna come with 2 metal tips like this and it's gonna come with 2 plastic tips. In my opinion, it doesn't matter, guys. The metal ones may get into little tighter spots. The plastic ones, they work just as good in my opinion. Now understand this, when you use this, you're gonna have bait that gets left inside this cap and it'll dry up. So if you go to use this again, you're gonna have to take, the best way I found is a paper clip and poke that hardened bait out of there to open up this hole again to be able to use it. But how do you put this on? You counterclockwise the cap off. Now you just take this and it's gonna be almost a half turn and it's in place clockwise, okay? And now you're ready to go to town. So you've decided to use Vendetta Plus and you got German roaches. Where do I put it, Craig? German roaches hide. They are sensitive to light. So that's why when you flip a light on, if it's a bad infestation, you see them scurry. They're scurrying because of the sensitivity to the light. It has a name, I don't know, I don't think you care. So you're gonna look for those spots. Now those spots are cupboards. A lot of the times they're hiding up in here and they hide in the hinges. They hide under the paper if you have that. So you got to get in those areas. So you would take this and you would put it, your tip on, and you'd put a little dot back in the hinge. You'd put a little dot in the corner right here. If you have shelving paper, they're attracted to the glue. You want to go under the shelving paper with a few dots. You're not going to go out here in the open by your plates, your bowls, and things like that. But I would cover every level in the corners. And I would cover both hinges if this is where you're having the problem. When you flip that light on or open that cabinet and they run, same thing with the drawers, guys. Let's take the camera right here and show the drawers. You're gonna go in the corners right here. Not where this shuts, but right into here where it doesn't smash against, you know, the counter itself, but little dots back in there. Now, other areas are gonna be underneath toasters. Things like that, not in the toaster. You can't go in the toaster, you can't go in the stove, you can't go up in the microwaves. Anything that gets really hot, you gotta stay away from. It'll liquefy the bait and make it not attractive to the roaches anymore. Because remember, this is a food source. Now, before I go with how much or tell you how much to put out there, you need to remember this. This is a food source, guys. And the simplest way to remember this is if somebody put poison on your food, say your burger, your burrito, you're not gonna eat it. Those of you that do, you're freaks and you're on the wrong channel here. So you cannot contaminate this bait. What I mean by that is if you've gone to the hardware store because you have roaches and you've sprayed the countertop and now you're like, well, that kind of worked, that didn't work, that sucked. Now I'm seeing Craig's video, I want some Vendetta, and you put it out there, it's not gonna work because you've already contaminated the surface. This bait is fighting with what you have already put out there. And your over-the-counter sprays, they are repellents. It is killing what it sees and repelling the rest. So the rest of them that you don't get right away, or they just happen to go over it real quick trying to get away from it, you're not killing them. It's a bad way to do roaches, guys, and you're gonna be unhappy with the results. So with a bait, it is a non-repellent, it's a food, like I just said. Now, how else can you contaminate the bait? Cleaners, bleaches, Windex, things like that you put on the counter to try to wipe them away or clean them up. You gotta make sure wherever you put bait, it has not been contaminated with any foreign thing out there. It has to be just the food. Now, we're talking countertops, so let me tell you a little bit about this. This is a trick of the trade, okay? If you don't want this directly on your countertops, which even I don't, then what us pros out there do is we cut cardboard strips. It's that simple. Go find an old box that you're throwing away, cut up cardboard strips, as many as you think you're gonna need, and then you just put a little dot on here, and then you place it, if the camera can see that, right back along the edge if that's where you're going to put it. Let's say that you're back up in the cabinet itself. Same thing. You don't just say, Craig, I don't want them on my cabinet. Okay, cardboard strips. I'm giving you a way to not directly put those on your surfaces. And then when you're done, you just pick up the cardboard strip and you toss it in the trash and you're good to go. But let's talk about how much you put out. Now, most of these baits are the same, okay? It's usually real close to the same amount. Understand, German roaches do not like big dots. You're not going to put this out and just freaking vomit out a huge dot of this like bleh, all over, right? And say, come to town, I'm feeding you. Doesn't work like that with roaches. They like little small dots. What size? About a 1/4 inch. I'm talking like the size of a pinhead. Okay, so you would put that either on the cardboard strip or in the cupboards or under the toaster or between the microwave or behind the refrigerator in the condensation pan. That's another big area. Underneath where plumbing pipes come into the kitchen, you want to get those. You want to seal them up. That's very important. So if you do have gaps that are leading from the outside, you got to seal these bad boys up and then put your bait out, but you go on top of the pipe and et cetera, et cetera. You get the point. Wherever you have roach activity, you are going to put 1/4 size dots. Now, how many? It depends on how bad your infestation is. If it's really bad, let's just go extreme, heavy infestation. It's going to be 12 to 24 of these little dots all over the area, and it covers 100 square feet, okay? So there's not a solid rhyme or reason to this. You just need to get this out where they are, and then you need to monitor this, okay? How it works, they consume it. I told you how it kills them, and they carry it back to the nest. It is a slow release, and that's what you want with German roaches because you want them back to the nest, killing off the whole colony, okay? How they kill it off, how it has a secondary poison, I should say, is you got the one roach that ingested the Vendetta, right? Or the bait of your choice. Today's Vendetta. And then he's got feces that go throughout the nest. The other roaches eat the feces. They contract the Vendetta through the feces. That roach dies. The other roaches eat that roach. They contract the Vendetta. So that's your secondary poisoning. Yes, they eat each other, and yes, we have a video showing you. If you want to watch it, go watch our live video of how long a bait takes to work and watch them eat each other when they die. It's freaking nasty. They are cannibals, guys. But that's it on German roaches. Remember, Vendetta Plus is a great bait. Here's the one thing I didn't touch on Vendetta Plus. Vendetta Plus has an IGR. What is an IGR? Well, they have mixed in the matrix of the pesticide that kills them. They have mixed in the IGR, an insect growth regulator. We are going to talk more about that in other episodes and dedicate an episode to IGRs, but it has it in here already. So not only does it kill them, but it stops them from reproducing. That's what an IGR does, insect growth regulator. The juveniles never advance into adulthood to be able to reproduce. It's a great 1-2 punch for the roaches, and that's why Vendetta is great. Now, other Vendetta products, like I talked about, Nitro 360, they have the IGR in it. They have a top-rated IGR. It is Nygaard. You pros out there that know Nygaard, it is a fantastic IGR. So they have 0.05 of the actual pesticide in here and 0.05 of the IGR. Do you see how low of a dose that is? The rest of this is a food matrix that attracts them in. Fantastic product that has a big punch for the amount of chemical that's actually in this. Now, pets, children, you got to keep them away, guys. If you cannot keep them away, then you can't put this bait out, okay? Because they're going to get into it. Yes, it's a low, amount of the Vendetta Plus, but do you want to take a chance? You got to keep your kids and pets away from this. So out of sight, out of mind if you have children, and usually with German roaches, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind. Well, that's it for episode 2, and that is Roach Baits Vendetta Plus. And I am just so glad you guys are watching this Roach Academy. I hope we're teaching you a lot here. Stay tuned for episode 3. We are going to get into another way to bait where it is protected from the elements and from the children and the pets. So stay tuned for episode 3. Any comments? Down below. I'm happy to answer them for you. Craig, howtopest.com.